the Creative Industries Manager for a programme called Creative Leicestershire, which supports small arts, design and media businesses in Leicester, Leicestershire, Rutland area. But I'm also, more importantly, part of Performing Arts Leicester, which is a group of venues, support agencies, theatre companies, dance companies based in Leicester. Leicester's at a really interesting time. It's a very culturally diverse city and is going to be one of the first white minority cities in the UK in the next couple of years. And so it was really important for us to look at the makeup of the current leaders from the performing arts sector in the city and the county and say, well, actually, this needs to change. There's still, particularly the large companies, it's still mainly white people in the top jobs. But we've got some really interesting companies emerging. So what we wanted to create was an emerging leaders strand and a leaders strand that brought people together and made sure that we had a better ethnic mix, really, of leaders in the city in the future. So what we've got is 8 emerging leaders and 5 leaders who are going on quite an intensive programme. Leadership is not necessarily about being the top of a big organisation. And in fact, we find some of the most influential people in Leicester are not necessarily at the top of big, huge organisations at all. So I think there's a kind of concept that we focused on about leading outside your area of authority, if you like, which is a slightly verbose way of saying we need to empower people with the skills, even if they're not at the top of a large organisation, to actually try and influence things that are happening within, local government, national government, within public sector agencies, and having the ability, skills and confidence to do that. We started the Creative Leicestershire programme 5 years ago, and physically the city was completely different. We didn't have the Digital Media Centre, Phoenix Square, that we're sitting in now. We didn't have Curve Theatre, which is big parts of the infrastructure, and we didn't have Leicester Creative Business Depot, which has been here just under 5 years. So there's been huge physical regeneration, and actually now it's time to focus on the people. Because buildings are great, but actually if you don't support the people and their development, then you don't get the buzz around the city that you need. We've also had a big recession in that last 5 years, so the physical regeneration is going to be slower from now on, and actually focusing on the people, the companies, the festivals particularly, which is something we're pretty strong on in Leicester. It's going to be a good thing.